I'm Schultz, and I'm the interviewer. It's February 13th, 2003. And I am here with
Margaret.
Margaret. And your middle name? Marie. Okay.
Gunnerson. It's A-R-S-O-N.
G-U-N-N
A-R-S-O-N.
G-U-N-N-A-R-S-O-N.
And Soby.
S-O-B-Y.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and your current address?
321 North 3rd.
321 North 3rd in Lindsborg, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your phone number?
785-227-2263.
2263. Your birth date?
August 6th, 22.
August
I had my
6th.
80th birthday open house this last summer.
This last summer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you'll be 81 this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, female. And the school and location?
Well, the first one was Indian Creek,
Indian Creek.
and it was south of town and a mile off of the old 81 highway.
1 mile
West.
west.
The 81 highway.
West 81. Okay, and what was the second one?
Beans.
Beans. Okay.
And that was south of town.
Okay, also south of town. And what was the third one?
Kentucky. Well, they called it Trains but it really was called Kentucky, but I mean they always called it Trains because there was so many people that were trains that lived there.
So Trains or Kentucky? They called it both, huh?
Yeah, more to Kentucky, I think.
Okay. It wasn't West Kentucky, was it?
No, because
Okay.
West Kentucky is south, and this was more just straight east.
This was east of town.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just past the cemetery, just straight east, and a little bit farther, and about a fourth of a mile north.
Okay.
I think the interstate has taken all that now.
All right. And what years were you at Indian Creek?
See, 42, I was there 4 years, 42, 43, 44, 45, until the spring of 46.
Okay. 42.
And Beans was 46. I was just there 2 years, so then I guess it'd be 48.
46 to 48. And
then Kentucky or Trains from 48 to 51.
51. And then did you go and teach in a larger school?
No, I stayed home and had my family.
You got married.
Mm-hmm.
And then did you ever return to teaching?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So you had a total of, 42 to 51.
9
so
years.
you had a total of 9 years. Okay. Okay. And what was it like to teach in the one-room school setting?
See, I'd never gone to one-room school, so it was kind of different. See, I'd always gone to Lindsborg. I'm a native of Lindsborg.
Oh, and you went
so it was
to a
kinda
bigger
different.
town school.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I hear the old grade school in Lindsborg was located where the Soderstrom Elementary School is now.
Oh,
And then the high school was on the corner of that block.
okay.
So that's where I got both my grade school and high school education in that block.
Okay, so this was really different for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How did it go?
Well, that was kind of different, but I didn't have very many pupils in my first year.
Okay.
I had started out with, about 8, I think. And then a family moved away in March. They decided to rent another farm by Marquette. And so then that school, I didn't have more than 4 to 6. During the 4 years I was there, either 4 or 6. I didn't have all grades. But then I went to Beans, and I had 22 pupils in all 8 grades, and that was a headache.
You bet.
And it was an it was located where the Riverside School is now.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
And it was an old building, and we'd see mice running, and during school, and it was just a real dreary place.
Ooh, yeah.
But they had a lot of kids because it was kind of in the oil field, where they were, so it was oil pumpers that lived there too.
Okay. Okay. And what about?
And then Trains, Kentucky, I can't remember just how many pupils. I must have been around 10, 12, something like that.
Okay.
I remember less about that school than I did my first 2, and I don't know why.
Really. Did they close these schools when you left, or did you just move on?
I just moved on. Indian Creek didn't have school too much longer because they just got out of kids.
Okay.
And then Beans kept on for quite a while. And then they consolidated with Fremont. And that's when they built this new building.
Oh,
The
okay.
Riverview or Riverside.
Riverside.
Uh-huh.
Was a kindergarten for a while.
Yes.
Correct?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And then Trains, they kept on having school afterwards, but I don't remember how many years.
Okay. So what were your opening exercises in the one-room schoolhouse?
Oh, we always had the flag salute and scripture. No, you can't do that at all.
Right.
And then we
Did you have
and then we prayed the
prayer?
Lord's Prayer.
Lord's Prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did you have any kind of discipline problems in your schools?
No, not really. I had kind of a little honored boy at Beans. And I see him now and he laughs. I said, "You were the honest kid I ever had."
Oh, really? At Beans?
Uh-huh.
But not any big discipline problems, just kind of honoredness.
Yeah, he was just, full of life.
Yeah, right. And so it was kind of dreary in Indian Creek because of the
Indian Creek had a nice new building.
the
building.
Okay.
And it was but then when I was at Indian Creek, we had no electricity because the REA hadn't gone through yet.
Oh, okay.
So we just, if it got dark, we just had to, pull up the shades and that. But we had a lot of windows. I think we had 10 windows in that school.
Oh.
6 on the west and 4 on the south. So it was kind of a cheery.
A drearier Indian Creek was. It was Beans that was the
dreary one.
kind of a dreary older building.
Oh, it was real old.
Right.
And it was small.
Okay.
And no basement. And so I can't say I stood because when they couldn't go out and play, well, I had them in at noon hour too, and nothing in playing.
Okay. And did they go to the basement?
At Indian Creek they did.
Creek. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But we didn't have a basement at Trains either.
Oh, okay.
And we used to, a lot of times, for entertainment in this winter, we'd have a big ping pong table and have ping pong tournaments for older children.
Mm.
And I kind of enjoyed it too.
Sure. Did you play outside with them?
Yes, I did most of the time. Uh-huh.
Okay. And what was your pay? Do you remember at all in those years?
I started at $80 a month.
A month at Indian Creek?
Uh-huh.
Wow, you got paid pretty good compared to some of these people I've talked to.
Uh-huh. Some were less than that.
Yeah, I just talked to a lady that was $45 a month. She had to pay her room and board out of that.
Yes.
So $80 a month, and did you stay with a family or?
Once in a while when it was bad weather, otherwise I drove and stayed at home.
You stayed at home because it wasn't that far for you.
Mm-hmm.
You drove home. Okay.
Stayed with my folks.
Okay, and what kind of books and resources and supplies were available for
Well, they had a pretty good little library, and then I think it was at Indian Creek where I joined that traveling library from Hutchinson or something. And so we got a trunk of books. I don't remember how often.
Okay. Did you play the piano?
Oh, I tried.
You tried?
I played for my programs.
Okay, and you did have, what programs did you have?
Well, all the rural schools would have a social once a year in the fall, and that would be for the whole public to come. And we'd have little dialogues, and then we'd sing, and it was just kind of, you'd meet so many different people, and it was just kind of a social time. And then they'd have cakewalks afterwards to make money, and then they'd sell like pencils, maybe those that you could buy for a penny or so, they'd sell them for a dime or something. And then they'd raffle off something. Sometimes it was an Indian blanket, and sometimes it was some kitchen pieworks dishes or something.
Okay.
And they'd draw and see who was winner.
Okay.
And then the cakewalk, a little kid would stand with a broom, and then those Crazy Ridge Cowboys used to come and play for our socials.
Oh.
And, they played pretty music. It was old style music, but it was kind of pretty.
Okay.
It was guitars and mouth harp and piano and mandolin, and it was kind of a pretty music. And I know they'd play all them golden slippers. They'd start with that all the time.
Sure.
And that's when we had the cakewalks and when they were playing. And then we'd kind of time it, and then when she hit down the broom or the couple, it was the broom would hit in front of the couple, but then they'd get cake, but they always just cut it and passed it around to everyone that was cakewalking.
Okay. Did you know your school board members? Were there 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and did you know them?
Well, I married the one.
Oh, you did? You married one at the end of this term? And you married one of the school board members?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But it was 3 school board members. It was the director and clerk and treasurer.
Oh, okay, so.
And then they'd come down the last Friday of the month and give you your check.
Okay. Did they do any evaluations or anything of you, or
No.
they just pretty much left you on your own?
And they'd help you sometimes. I mean, if you needed anything, you'd always ask if there was anything you needed, you know.
Okay, okay. Did they have strict rules about your conduct and makeup or anything like that?
No, it wasn't that way.
Okay.
But you did have to have so many days a year of school.
Okay. Could you be married at that time in the 42?
Well, I kind of think you could, but I don't know any of the teachers that were married at the time. Oh yes, Mrs. Eunice Anderson was married.
Eunice Anderson was.
But then she started teaching. She'd taught before because she's 10 years older than I am.
Okay.
But then she had quit when she got married. And then she went back to teaching and she taught at West Kentucky because they lived in the West Kentucky district.
Right.
So she did go back afterwards.
Okay. Was education in the home emphasized at all, do you think?
Not as much as it is now.
Not as much as now. Yeah.
Although several of my pupils are educated. Now I have one that he's retired now, but he was a counselor in the Wichita schools.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And several have been teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Mary Ann Johnson was been a teacher.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I had her.
Okay. Did were you around in any of the closing of the one-room schools?
No.
Did you see any of the closings and how it affected the community at all?
No, I didn't.
You really didn't see any of them close?
No.
Okay. Do you think that there was was that a big change for the community?
Well, I think so because,
consolidation?
see, they had that kind of their community center. And we'd have a Halloween party of an evening and a lot of them would dress out, you know. And then we always had a Christmas program. And all people in the district would come. And then the last day of school, they always had the basket dinner. And all the people of the district would come. So it was kind of, you know, kind of a community center for them.
Sure. Important for them. Do you remember any interesting or funny stories about any of your students or any events that happened during that time?
No, I know we had bad luck at Beans. Within a week, 2 of them fell and broke their arms.
Oh, wow.
And of course, I didn't know they were broken or anything, so they stayed till it was towards the end of the school. And then one girl had to walk a long way, so she had a broken arm.
Oh, goodness. Was that an 8-month school? Were you school district 8 months?
So we were out the end of April.
Okay. And did that coincide with the farming community?
Yes, because a lot of times, not so much when I was there, but long ago, the boys used to have to work in the fields a lot, so that's why they had them out early.
Okay.
But no one had to do that in my time.
In your time. That was a little bit earlier. Okay. Well, do you miss, after you left to get married, have your family, did you miss your one-room schoolhouse days?
Well, in a way, it was I kind of enjoyed going past them, you know, and I always put window decorations in.
Oh, sure.
For different months, and the kids would work so diligently with that too, and it was always kind of fun to go past one of them schools and see their window decorations and that. But I didn't miss it because I got busy with my own kids.
Sure. Got busy with your own families. And did your children then go to one-room schools?
No, they went to Lindsborg, Soderstrom, and high school and Bethany College.
Okay.
So they're all graduates of Bethany.
All right. So did you go to Bethany College?
Yes.
How much?
I just have a 60-hour.
You had a 60-hour?
Or 2 years. 60-hour certificate.
Okay, which was a 2-year, got you about 2 years to
I don't remember how many years we got to teach on, 2 or 3 years, and then we had to renew it.
Okay.
And it wasn't a life certificate.
Okay.
Now some of the others that were older than me got a life certificate with a 60-hour.
Okay.
But not after I had started.
Right. Okay, well, I've gone through all my questions. Did you have anything else to add?
Well, I just can't, we would all be so nervous before the socials, and we'd have, the schoolhouse would be full. We'd have to carry in benches and stuff, or the grown-ups would do that,
Sure. They're really important for the community, those socials, weren't they? Yeah. In fact, one gal told me that she really felt like that was her big evaluation time. That
if you had a good
program, you were a successful teacher, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
And I enjoyed those programs.
I bet, yeah.
And then I could play the piano a little bit. Now I haven't played on it for so long I can't do anything.
Were you kind of forced to become a better piano player during your school years?
Well, I did take some more lessons.
Did you?
And so my teacher would sometimes help me with some of the, pieces we were going to have.
Right. I found that playing the piano.
Once I gave a dialogue about a wedding, and it was so cute because the mother of the bride, she just cooperated so well, and she made a veil out of a curtain.
Oh,
and it was so pretty.
Really?
Then we had some old formals, and the maid of honor wore a formal, and then the dad to the bride, I bought a wig for him, a ball-headed wig, and then a long beard that fit over his ears, and older people got a big kick out of it.
Oh, I bet. I bet they enjoyed that a lot. Yeah. Okay. Well, just one last question. How did your lunches work? Did the kids bring lunch from home?
Yes,
at
we
that
had our
time?
dinner buckets and our own lunches.
Okay, you had your dinner buckets, and did you?
And then there were some teachers that wouldn't even let them speak during the noon hour when they were eating, but I always let them sit and visit,
Okay.
And I'd sit in the desk too, then right down there with them.
Okay. And sometimes did you take it outside, or always inside?
When it was in the fall and spring, they'd like to eat outside.
Eat outside. Okay. And they all brought their own.
And then I kind of started that because I'm not a great bread eater, and I didn't like all those sandwiches. So, like at Indian Creek, it was an old oil stove in the basement, and so and a pan. So I'd bring, like if we had chili or scalloped potatoes and meatloaf and that, Mom would put them in a jar and then I'd heat them in the hot water. And then some of the kids bought stuff too, so we'd have a hot.
They have more of a hot lunch program. I think that's the beginning of our first hot lunch program.
I think so.
I think so too.
And of course, at Indian Creek, I didn't it was just a cold furnace, so I had to learn to make a fire.
Oh, okay.
But the other two schools had gas.
Gas stoves.
Now Beans, the main gas line went past Beans, so they had the regular gas stove. And I think Trains was propane.
Okay.
And then REA had come, so we had lights both at Trains and Beans.
But not at Indian Creek. You didn't have electricity yet. So you were still using gas?
Well, we didn't.
Well, not gas, but...
And for the socials, the socials, they would bring gas lamps.
Oh, okay. What about during the school day?
Well, we just...
Use the window.
We had to do the windows. If it got too dark, we just couldn't see, I guess.
Yeah. Did you use oil lamps at all?
No, I didn't ever use them.
Never use the oil lamp. Okay.
The men of the board would take care of that for the socials.
I see.
And the programs.
And the programs to get it more light, because usually in the evening or...
Yes,
Okay.
It was always around the first part of the socials, so we're always around the first part of November.
Okay. Well, I appreciate this so much.
Well,
Thank you very much. Absolutely.
I told you too much.
No, this is great. This is wonderful. I really appreciate this. Thank you very much.
And I think